Hello friends, welcome to Data to Info. In today's video, we will look at how we can connect data file or data resource to Tableau. In our earlier lecture, we saw a sample example, so it was like a demo where we took a data file and showed a visual according to data, right? So it was a small demo, but we will see it in depth today. We will see what are the fields, different type of fields over there. We will see what is calculated field in Tableau. We will see how we can add colors to the fields. Then we will also see how we can add labels and formatting to the fields. Then one more important thing at the last, which is exporting, that we didn't saw in our earlier lecture. So let's get started then. So what we're gonna do, we will take another data file, which is this office supplies. You will get this data file in description down below. You can go to my GitHub account and download it from there. So what we're gonna do is that this data file, if you open it, let's open it. Okay, over here. All right. So if you see, you have date, order date. It's like a data for the shop or the supplies. All right. For each region, there are three regions: East, Central, and West regions, and there are different representatives like Aki, Nick, Morgan, Susan, Matthew. Different representatives for each different three regions, and there are some items and units and unit prices given in this sheet. So, what is our agenda over here is, let's imagine for a sake that your boss came to you and handed over this data to you in any format, Excel, CSV, text file format, any format, and he asked you that I want to give reward or a bonus to the employees who perform best in last annual year, right? So last 2 years, let's say. So I want the employees from each region. There are three different regions, as you can see: East, Central, and West. From each region, find out the employees or representatives who perform best in 2 annual years. I want to give them reward. So he handed over this data to you, and you have to find it out and give the visual representation to your boss. So what would you do? You would go to the Tableau. Let's start it. Okay. You would go to Tableau. Now on left hand side, you can see earlier lecture we saw Microsoft Excel because we had Excel file with us. Right now, the file we have is CSV file. You won't be having the same file format every time. All right. You might get an Excel file format, you might get a CSV file format, text file format, JSON file format, different types of formats. So this is a CSV file format. If I can expand it, okay, you can see CSV means comma separated value file format. All right, that is what the CSV stands for. So we have a CSV format. So CSV, the option CSV is not given over here. So CSV comes under text file. All right. So remember this. CSV comes under text file. There is JSON file format as well, Microsoft Access, PDF, spatial, statistical files. There are many statistical files out there. You can take a look at this. All right. Sometimes. So we have CSV format. So we will click on text file. All right. Let's click on text file and get our office supplies, import it. As soon as you import it, it will take you to this screen, right? So where all the, if I can expand it a little, all the office supplies fields are given. 1, 2, 3, representative, item, unit price, 6 fields are there, right? And what you can do, you can just quickly go to Okay, so let me explain these connections over here. Okay, no, don't bother about the connections. We will see it in our later videos. Just keep it live. Don't go to extract right now. I will explain this extract and live further on. Alright, so just real quick, click on this orange button, sheet 1 on the left bottom corner. As soon as you click it, it will take you to this worksheet. And now this is called the worksheet. See here the name written sheet 1, so it is a worksheet. On top you can see there is file, data, worksheet, dashboard, story, analysis, map, format, server, window and help. All these options are given, right? So you can just save the worksheet. You can import the workbook, and from workbook there will be worksheet. All right. You can export it or exit it. From data you can create new data source. So now we have imported one data source. This is our one data source, right? It's office supplies file. This is CSV file, right? But for your visual representation, you might need sometimes data from different sheets or different files. Those files can be of different types or different formats. It's not always be of same type, like Excel, CSV, PDF, statistical, of different format. It could be anything. So, and it could be multiple files as well. So you can like bring or import new data source from here as well. Okay. So you can see this pop-up opens, and it gives you the option to import the multiple formats. Okay, so in worksheet you can add new worksheet as well, the worksheet 2, but we don't need that, so let's delete it from here. Then okay, new dashboard, so we don't see dashboard right now, we will see it later on. New story, we can analyze it. Aggregate images, we will see it later. The maps, we will see it later. The format we will see a little bit in today's video. Server, window, help, we will see it later. Alright, so what you can do real quick, let's add some representatives. No, let's add some regions to the sheet. Alright, let's bring it the regions to the sheet and see what it looks like. Okay, you can see the regions, 3 regions are there: central, east and west. It shows ABC over here. Why it is showing ABC? Why it is showing ABC? Okay, so this is a string, right? This is a string value, that's why it's showing ABC. If it was a integer value, a numeric value, it would have shown something else. It would have shown like the hash or pound symbol, like this. On left hand side you can see these regions have ABC written over here, and the unit price or unit, these things have pound symbol in front of it as prefix, right? So we can't call it prefix, but in front of it, it has pound symbol, which means it indicates that it is numerical value. Alright, now this table field, let's look at it. This is one more thing, that in table field we have multiple fields. It is divided into two categories or two parts, which is dimensions and measures. What are those? Dimensions and measures. Dimensions is the upper one and the measures in the below one. So dimensions is basically the categories, categorical dimensions, and the measures was like numerical, you can say. Alright. Dimensions are independent variables. These variables, items, order date, region, representative, these are independent variables. Whereas measures, unit price and unit, these are dependent variables. How? See, the unit or unit price is dependent on the regions. So regions are independent and the unit price is dependent. Okay, you can only calculate unit price based on the regions. This is how. This is some extra fields over here, so don't worry about it. We will see it later. All right. So right now on sheet 1, we have this region only. Let's say we want some units as well over there. How we can do that? Okay. So we can add this unit as well over here. How we can do that? You can just click on this drop down or just bring it or drag it. So I would say just click on this drop down. See, the units have been added over here. Now what you can do, let's say you want this unit to be in columns field like this and show it using the bars. You can show that like this as well. Let me just make it a little small likewise. Okay, so that's better, and make it a little bigger from bottom. Okay, so you can see it right now clearly that if you hover over it, each region shows like how many units it has, right? So on left hand side in vertical you see regions, on horizontal you see units. All right, now what we can do later, let's say, there is one more thing I want to show you. On right hand side right top you see show me, right? This is really cool thing. If you click on it, you will see already created templates we can see for us. So Tableau is smart. So Tableau actually figure it out and understands what your data is saying, and it recommends some uh, what we can say templates, already created templates for you. So some of them are visible, some of them are not visible. Why it is not visible? Because it needs certain extra fields. Like if you see this lines, it needs 3 fields down below. If you hover over it, lines, it needs one date, one dimension, and 0 or more dimension, and one or more measures. So dimension and measure we have, but we don't have date. That's why it's not activated. If we bring this ordered date over here, it will get activated. Okay. So let's just see and check what these templates are saying, how it is look. So I don't really use it, but if you want in your worksheet, you can use it. So let's see the first one, table, text table. This is text table chart that we already created earlier. So next one is heat maps. This is the heat map looks like. This is highlight tables, I think. No, yes, the tables are highlighted. This is a really cool one. Pie charts or bar chart, whatever you call it, pie chart. So let's me make it a little big from here. Okay, just shift it, and if you want to just make it a little big, how can you do? This is a size button over here on marks. Just click on it and increase its size a little. Okay, this is enough. So you can see this uh, pie chart also shows 3 different regions: central, east, and west. Now what you can do, you can just explore this section a little more. Okay, go and explore this and play with it. All right, so there are like different regions and all those stuff. All right, now what we can do, let's say uh, I want to show. Okay, Let's come to our problem statement. What was our problem statement? That our boss asked us to find out the best performed representatives from 3 different regions so that he can give them reward, the annual reward. Alright, so let's go into that. Okay, let's take some representatives and see how many representatives are there in the column region. You can see the representatives over here. Alright, let's take some units for each representative, so you can put it in the rows format. Now you can see each representative has how many units with them, right? So let me just shrink it down a little from down. Okay, it looks good. Alright, then you can see on right hand side it shows units. You can just bring it over here on left hand side, or it shows in left hand side sometimes, in right hand side sometimes, so don't worry about that. So now you can see here the color coding is showing. So what happens in color coding is like it automatically giving you by default color coding. So if you want to change it, you can change it. If you want to keep it, you can keep it. So in this default color coding, it shows that 89 shows this color, and it gets darker and darker when the unit it gets higher, right? It gets darker and darker when the unit gets higher. So likewise, let's say we want regions as well. Alright, so each representative I want to show in regions as well. So put regions over here. Okay, you can see representative and the regions also showing. But I don't want to show it like that. I want to show it a little different. I want the regions to be placed just before representative. So what I can do, I can just drag it over here and just put it just before representative. See, now it shows a little different. So first comes the regions and then comes the representative. So this is like another level on top of it. You get it, right? This is like another level on top of it. So the order matters basically. The order in which you will put it or arrange it, in that way the Tableau will like show you the visual representations of it. Alright, so it comes with the practice you do with the Tableau. Okay, so far we saw like we have units, we have regions, 3 different regions, and each region has many representatives, right? The west region has 2 representatives, east has 3, and rest are in the central region, I mean. So what you can do next, let's add some calculated fields. Okay, what is calculated fields? So you can see in our chart, in the given data, we have units and we have unit price, but we don't have dollar value for each representative, that how much he has gained, right? How much he has made sale of. So what you can do, that calculated field you want to find, right? For each representative. Each representative has, let's say for a key, it has 62 units, and each unit has price of $4.99. So how will you find the dollar value of it? You will multiply these two. 62 multiplied by 4.99 cents. $4.99. This will be your total sale for a key representative only. Similarly, you will do it for all the representatives. So let's just get into the Tableau and do it over here. How will you find the calculated field in Tableau? So on left hand side, just right click over here in this blank space and click on this create calculated field. You will see now you can give it a name. Let's say total sales. Down below you can just bring these two fields, unit field and put multiply space unit price after that. See, it's that simple. Then just click apply and OK. Apply and OK. Now you can see there is new field has created, total sales. We have created this field, right? Now I want to add this field as well. Just add this to the sheet. It will get added down below by default, but I don't want it to add like this. I will press Control Z. I want it to, let's say, at the place of units, because the units doesn't make sense, right? I want the total sales. I will just remove the units and place this total sales in place of unit. Now this makes sense. See, units has total sales, sent three different regions and multiple representatives of different regions. Now that makes sense, right? Let's talk about color coding a bit. So we have this color button over here. Just click on it, edit color. We have different colors. We have color palettes. You can choose different color palettes over here. Okay, I would like to go with anything. Let's say purple. You can go with purple. Apply it. Okay. Then there is tooltip. There is label. The size we already saw. All right. What you can do, you can also like uh, put some borders on each bar. All right. See borders, the color of the border. You can play with the more colors as well. Anyway, you can just explore this later on. All right. So let's say now we want to represent colors, different colors for each representative. So what we can do, we can just go over here, the representative, and drag it to the color. Or the other way is you already have representative present in the columns. You can drag it that and keep pressing control. Okay, that's essential. Keep pressing control and drag it over there. You will see a little plus sign under the cursor sign. All right, so just release it and now you can see each representative has a different colors according to it, right? But this doesn't feel like more appealing to me still. So what I can do, I want to represent each region with the same color, right? All the representative from each region with the same color. What we can do, we go to the region, same, press control and drag it to the color again and release it there. Now you can see each region has the same color representatives. Alright, so this looks more appealing to me right now, right? Okay, so now let's see a really quick cool function over here, that is ascending and descending feature. If you want this total sales to be in order of ascending or descending depending on size, so you can just click over here, it will arrange automatically. See, now you can see the representative who has done a higher number of sales is at first, and the representative who has done less number of sales is at last. So this is very like easy and understandable by seeing it, right? So you can do that as well. Let's go for adding labels and formats. So why labels and formats are required and useful? Let's see example, like if you see this James or Thomas is at last, right? If you want to see how much sales it has done, what you have to do usually, you have to go to the James, you have to move your eyes at top, and then you have to move your eyes all the way to the left and see, okay, it lies between 1500 and 1000, but we don't know exactly where, right? It lies in between them. So if you hover over it, it will show you, no problem. It has the sales or total sales like 1284. If you hover over it, you will get the value, but you don't want to hover over it. What if you want to show it on top of it? How will you do it? Simple. Each representative wants its cell to be shown. So total sales, you see total sales, bring it, keep pressing control and bring it to the label and release it. Now you can see the total sales is represented on top of it. How simple it is to look at, right? By just looking at it, you can grab the understanding of like how much sales each representative has done, right? The same we can do it for like region, or just grab the region, keep pressing control and release it. See, the region is also shown on top of it. You can also do it for representative. See, but it seems a little excessive. So just press undo, Control Z. Yeah, again Control Z. Okay, fine. Now these are like the, what we can say, labels. If I want to format it as well, how we can format it? Okay, just see the labels first. Text. If you see three dots over here, just click on it. You can change the size of it. It has 9 now. You can make it 12 and you can bold. Then apply it. Okay. Okay, it hasn't applied. Let me just select it. You have to select it first. Alright. Select it, bold it out, apply and click OK. Okay. Now you can see clearly the effect is applied to it. Alright. What else you can do with the label? You can have this font size. You can have the colors. You can have the directions. You can change the directions. See, you can change the directions of it. You can wrap it. You can vertically wrap it or horizontal, or in between. All right. You can just play with it. All right. Then, then the next thing comes after putting the label is that formatting. All right. How can we format? There is multiple options. You can see the format option over here as well. You can just click on it and go for the format. The left side the panel comes. You can see these format options over here. Alright, I'll go for the total sales first and click on it. Go to format. Okay, here is numbers over here. I can go for the currencies. I can put the currencies over here like dollar in front of it. Alright, and then go for 1000 Ks, so it's look more promising. Decimal values, keep it 1. Yeah, 1 is fine. So you can just format it out so that it looks more consistent as well. Alright, so this is how this looks. I want to put this dollar signs over here as well, so just click on it, format it, or sorry, edit axis. No, not edit axis, the format only. Format only. And totals. Okay, totals over here. Total shows over here. Currencies, 1000 K. I think it shows correct on the axis. Okay, sorry, axis. It's supposed to be axis, not that. Okay, single value thousands, prefix as dollar is fine. Okay, this is fine to me. I just want to change the axis. What we can say. Um, Font, yeah, axis font size should be 12. Let's make it bold a little. Okay, what else do we have over here? Nothing much. Alright, so this is how you can just format it and label it. Alright, so now things comes, okay, if you want to format this one as well, you can do that. Just put it to 12 or 11 or 12, make it bold a little bit. Okay, this is fine because Matthew doesn't come over here, so just expand it a little so that Matthew also comes. Okay, alright, this is fine. Let's say in some cases, if you can't show the both values, can't fit the both values or labels on top of it, what you can do, you can just right click over here, go to mark label and go to always show if you want to always show it. In some cases, due to space restriction, it doesn't show. So you can do that as well. Alright, this is one thing. And the last thing is, let's say you have done it all. You want to export it. This visual representation, you want to export it and show your boss that, okay, from each region, James, from west region, from east region, the Susan, and from central region, the Matthew has made the most sales over here. So he will get the idea and you can give the reward to them. Your boss will be happy. Now you want to export it, your worksheet, your created worksheet. You can, of course, the take the screenshot of it, or there is other way that you can just right click on over here and go to copy and go to image. This window will open. You check the tick marks over here. You have title, you have color legends in the below, color legends. The views, you don't have caption right now, so just untick the caption and you see the color legends, how it is looking. However you want, you can just click it over there and keep it with you. You can copy it and go to your Word and paste it there likewise. So this is how it is simple. The color legend you can see and you can give it to your boss. So this is how it is simple. You can just check it out on my, if you want this sample, you can check it on my GitHub account, you will find it there. So I hope you must have learned something. You just go and explore this further. Alright, so thank you for watching. See you in the next video.